here. Should I help with this now? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? done here. Should I help with this now? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? Done here. Should I help with this now? done here. Should I help with this now? Really? I got this. There we go.
Look at that.
Really?
Such an easy game.
There we go.
Okay, you beat me. Now can I get back to things that actually matter?
You still in need of supplies? Because I thought, sharing is caring. What?
Man, you just don't give up, do you? Sounds like the pot calling the kettle black. Yeah, I gotta say, I might be able to swallow my pride just this once. It's gotten really tight. You're not a minute too early. Look, can't we put all the bad stuff behind us and be a team again? How about all of you just come back to the base? Listen, this is not exactly a dream vacation. It's about survival. And if I had some kind of guarantee that you could protect us from the corporation, I'd be more than happy to come back, instead of struggling with this damn rock. Actually, I talked to Lena, and I might have an idea how to keep the corporation away from you. Really? What is it? Well, if we hijacked the ship somehow and redirected it to a safe location far away from Allied Corp's radars, Lena said she could disable your implants so that you'd no longer be trackable. You'd be back on Earth, and you could be free. Free, huh? Right. There is one thing we'd have to take care of first, though. What's that? Well, while you were away, we discovered that there's a barrier in the sky, blocking the way for the rescue ship. I'd be lying if I said I couldn't use your help with it. It's a kind of, all-hands-on-deck situation. So that's what the Karen shit was all about, huh? But you know how it is. One hand washes the other. Yeah. I guess neither of us was ever an idealist. At least we can be honest about that. Fine. We'll do it. We'll help you. Yeah? Seriously? Yeah. What are we waiting for? All done here. Should I help with this now?
I'm done here. Should I do this now? All done here. Should I help with this now?
It's good to have you back.
I miss your ugly face, too.
How does it feel to be back? First observations? The scientists swiped my reading lamp, and there's a hell of a mess in the toolbox. I think tabula rasa had something to do with it. But on the upside, the base hasn't fallen apart. So, not so bad.
Yeah, you're delighted to be back.
Hey, man. We need to talk.
What did you want to talk about? Oh, you know, I just figured there was some unfinished business from before I left the base. I mean, those sessions of mine with the shrink. Oh, the ones you decided to give up on. Yeah, well... Don't laugh, but we kinda picked them up. The shrink and I. In the rebel camp.
Seriously? In those conditions?
I guess the shrink must be just as serious about his job as the rest of us. Figures. Yeah. You bet.
So, did he insist on talking about Dad again?
Actually, no. We talked about someone else.
Oh yeah? Who?
You.
Really?
Yeah. It was kinda interesting, you know? I realized I never asked you, how are you holding up?
I'm having the time of my life. What do you think?
Yeah, he said you'd joke about it. The shrink did. But deep down, you gotta be scared. We were wondering how we'd feel if we were in your shoes.
And?
Then this stupid thought came to me and I just couldn't shake it off, you know?
What was it?
Well, if I were in your position, all I'd think about would be, what would Dad say?
Seriously?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Here I am, a grown man on a humanity-saving mission, light years away from home, and still waiting for my old man to barge in and give me shit for no damn reason. Like a little fucking boy. Do you feel that way too?
I guess. Sometimes I feel that I'm not good enough. Whatever I do, however hard I try, it's like, what am I even doing here?
I hear ya. Looks like that son of a gun planted this fucking insecurity in us. But you know what? The shrink did say one smart thing.
Yeah? What's that?
That it's, no shame to be weak. Sometimes, anyway. And, if you're strong enough to own it, then you're not weak at all. In the eyes of other people, or something like that. It makes sense when he said it.
Okay.
So, what it boils down to is that I've got two things to say to you. One, I don't think I want to work my ass off like a moron anymore.
I can't guarantee I won't need you to crunch at some point. So, just let me make the decisions from now on. On the upside, it's gonna spare you a lot of thinking.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sounds reasonable.
So, what was the other thing you wanted to tell me?
I guess I just wanted to thank you for your persistence in getting my head right. I'm a long way from that little boy who wanted praise for a goal he scored.
Well, it was a pretty good goal.
Damn right it was.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Huh? Seriously? Huh? I can't believe you kept that old calendar.
Yeah, well, I still like to fantasize about owning one of those cars.
Yeah. Yeah. And escaping my shitty life. Hard times, simple fantasies. Thanks. It won't collect dust.
Happy to be back in the base?
Oh, you bet. I don't know if the technician told you, but the recycler in that tour vehicle got jammed. We were heading for a nasty time. That tabula rasa dude's a little weird, though. All done here.
Should I help with this now?
Everything okay? You getting along with our group of desert wanderers all right? Yeah. I think they understood their mistake. I won't rub it in. What matters is we're all back together. Blood is thicker than water, huh? So, the prodigal sons are back. Good. All hands on deck. I hope you're planning on maximizing their potential. By which I mean, I'll make them work hard. Don't worry. Are you happy to be back in the base? Of course I am. But that adventure reminded me of my time in the wilderness long ago. I was struggling to find food and shelter then, too. Sometimes I think time is a circle, not a straight line. Aren't we all proof of that? Maybe more of a spiral, don't you think? It's good to have you back. It's good to be back. And I have to say, Tabula Rasa is fascinating. I'm gonna have to do a podcast about him. Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My gourd and bombilla. I thought I'd thrown them away. Nope. They just collected dust for years. Damn, I missed these during my travels. A very insightful gift, thank you. Our fugitives are back. Hope you're okay with that. The base was empty without them. Now, it's, as it should be. I guess our yin was missing their yang. Yeah. the hell is this thing?
A custom-built rubidium-infused electromagnetic field generator. Normally, electromagnetic waves operate on a limited frequency spectrum. But with the extreme nature of rubidium particles, the possibilities become infinite. The frequency spectrum can be stretched so that our waves will be able to penetrate all potential landscapes and disturb their magnetic fields. In effect, pulling the proximity plane towards us, just like a magnet.
Really? It's that simple?
I prefer the word elegant, provided it works as expected. It would be much more reasonable to test this theory in a safer environment before putting it to such extreme use.
Well, we don't seem to have the luxury of testing anything in a safe environment. So I guess we'll just have to close our eyes and push the button.
Maybe your ignorance is a blessing in this case, because we don't have a choice. We are treading on thin ice here. Once activated, the module will start emitting an extremely powerful electromagnetic field affecting not only the outside world, but also inside the base. The effects are hard to predict, but it can be everything from instruments malfunctioning to the entire base being annihilated within minutes.
Sounds encouraging.
Once we turn this thing on, and the internal structure materializes, you will need to act quickly. Climb it as fast as you can, penetrate the prism entanglement, place the fragmenting device there, and press start. While you're up there, the rest of us will be fighting to keep the base in one piece. And if there's anything I can tell you for sure, it's that we will not be able to hold the fort for long.
So, I only get one shot.
Exactly. That's why it's vital that we have all hands on deck.
Good point. The team's not ready for this kind of challenge.
Then make sure it is, because we'll need to be flawlessly prepared. Battery packs, robust radiation protection, abundant repair kits on stock. There'll be no time to resupply, no way for you to come back to the base mid-mission. And no time for the rest of us to take care of anything other than protecting the base from falling apart.
And here I was, thinking you'd give me a pep talk.
Well, you're getting cold facts instead. Here's one crucial point. It will be wisest to start in the morning. We don't know how long it will take you to get up there, and the last thing you'd want to encounter is night radiation on top of that structure.
What if you can't hold it up for as long as I need, and the whole thing dematerializes while I'm up there?
Like I said, you'll need to be fast, and we'll need to be strong.
Right.
When you're ready to start, go to the foot of the structure and call me on the radio. On your signal, I'll activate this beast, and we'll see what kind of hell we've unleashed.
All done. Should I take care of this now? I'm really curious how my life... You wanted to talk about something?
Yeah. Thanks for checking up on me. I know you're dealing with a lot.
Yeah, so, why don't you cut to the chase already?
Sure, yeah, it's not that easy to say. I'm not used to doing so much thinking as I've been doing lately.
You really needed to sort some things out for yourself.
You helped me a heap with that. All I wanted to do was punish myself with all that extra work. I've wasted so much time. Not doing a single damn thing for myself. And now... who knows what's gonna happen to me? What if this is it? This is all the time I had.
I see. You're afraid you're gonna die.
Yeah. No use pretending. I'm scared as shit. But I can take it. I don't need you to cry over me.
So, what's your request?
Well, remember our art teacher at school and how he taught us to carve in wood?
I guess I might.
Not really. Well, I do. We were really good at doing it. The best in class. But what matters more, we loved doing it. I loved doing it, just for myself. After I lost my hand, I started remembering it, obsessing over it even. Of all the things I wouldn't be able to do, that one stuck in my head like a fucking nail.
It's normal. You were grieving.
I was miserable as sin. And then when you gave me that new arm up here, you'd think going back to something that made me happy would be obvious, right? Wrong. I wasn't interested in enjoying myself. Well, now I want to change that.
Seriously? You want to enjoy yourself now when we're fighting for our lives?
You make it sound so dumb. But it's only a part of something else, something more important that I want to do.
Oh. A secret project?
I really don't want to talk about it right now, okay?
And where the hell are you gonna get wood?
Well, you seen those tree-like structures in this region? They ain't made of wood, but they sure behave very much like it. I already did a test or two. They're harder, tougher, but so am I, right?
You want to carve that?
If you happen to run into some loose pieces of that rock, yeah, I could give it a try. Of course, I'm gonna need a set of chisels, too.
Okay. I'll keep your request in mind and see what I can do.
Thanks, man.
But you're gonna have to tell me what that secret project's about.
Yeah, we'll see.
Should I do this now?
I'm gonna make sure the base survives.
This could be the weird rock mentioned by the miner. I should take it back to him.
I've got your carving materials and chisel set. So, what's the story? What are you gonna be making exactly? Okay, man, this is gonna sound really corny, but, oh, what the hell? I wanna remake myself. Whoa. With a chisel? Of course not. What's wrong with you? Never heard of a fucking metaphor? The story of that Ahab dude made me realize I was going nowhere. Then, when I got back to the base, I saw that funny fellow we wanted to sacrifice. Tabula rasa. A clean slate. A guy who's one of us, but without all of that shit we went through. Just look at how fucking happy he is. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss. Exactly. And not only that, he can be anything. And looking at him, I realized that maybe so can I. I just need to dig deeper into whatever's making me so uptight. Maybe when I'm back on Earth and somehow nobody decides my dead body's worth more than my life, I'll find someone I can talk to. But for now, I just wanted to feel that excitement again. That feeling when I held a piece of wood in my hand and a chisel in the other, and I knew it was up to me what it would look like. And damn well only up to me. Wow. Sounds like you're a new man already. Trust me, I'm only getting started. See, here's a suggestion. Let's get us out of this mess first. Then you can pour all the saccharin you want over me. Fair point. Let's go. Hell yeah! No way! How? Damn it. Yes! Fuck. I got this. How? Damn it. Not bad, man. Not bad. Look at us. We're doing great. Oh, I hope the base won't collapse on us. I mean...
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this party started.
It's about looking good down here. The base is under extreme pressure.
Damn it, comms room is down. Don't worry, I've got it. Good thing you're on board, brother. Greenhouse is flooded.
Not good. We have a heavy leakage in the cooling system.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the radiation shield has stopped functioning, and I'm receiving alerts from all over the chassis.
We have a surge of electrostatic discharges. These are unstable.
But your battery might actually profit from that anomaly.
Okay, guys. The infirmary is now officially out of order. What? I was just gonna... Oh, man. I think I need help.
Damn it! Prism anomaly. Slowed me down. I need to press on.
Reporting a dangerous malfunction in the quantum computer. What the hell is it? The boy goes berserk.
We're not gonna hold on for much longer. Get up there and destroy that son of a bitch.
Almost there. What? Come on. Not more anomalies.
The materializer, it's gonna give in. Launch the device, quick.
Yes. I made it. Here goes.
Get the hell out of there, it's going to disintegrate. You need to get down now.
No other way down. Holy shit! Ha! 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 Okay. Talk about a close shave. Okay. Let's see how things are going back at the crib.
Cheers.
Welcome back. We did quite well, don't you think?
That was just flawless. Speechless. We were all incredible.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Want me to go there, Chief?
This now?
You gotta hold the chisel in your right hand. Yeah, like that. Then use your left hand to guide it. Done. Of course you got this. Just, be careful, okay? Left hand on the blade, not in front of it.
I was craving a little privacy. Thanks, Jan.
I'm really curious how... You know, your work didn't do itself while you were exploring your possibilities out there.
Are you trying to say that you missed me?
I missed having a skilled technician on board.
Oh, really? Huh. I didn't notice your absence at all.
Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land.
Hell yeah!
Hard to believe how far we've come. I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible. It's perfectly fine to be emotional about it. I mean, it's almost as if we've pushed this world to its limits, but also ourselves. Amazing what human resilience can do.
Yeah, I still can't believe any of it.
But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Allied Corp Big Fish, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship.
What? Hide us? Why?
Wait a minute. What do you mean, fake Rapidium arc? And why can't we travel like normal people?
That's ridiculous. What are we? Your embarrassing cargo now?
All right. And what about the other thing?
Okay,
Here comes problem number 2. I talked to Lena, and after what she told me, I'm not sure I can trust the corporal lady to keep her word and let you stay alive. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rapidium on board. Allied Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety. Hey, wait a minute. This is not what we were preparing for. Hiding and... what? Picking a fight with the rescue team? Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed? Are you willing to confront a military unit?
Still having doubts if we should trust them.
No way. I am not fighting anyone.
That would be suicide.
I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this. How about we negotiate? I could talk to them, calmly, reasonably.
We could sneak up on them. Use the element of surprise. They don't know what to expect out here.
Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage. Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it. Okay, so maybe we could hide outside, wait until they enter the base, and lock them in somehow. And? What next?
What do you think? Get the fuck out of here.
You do remember about the sunrise, right? Locking them inside the base and taking off without them would be a death sentence. But before they'd die, they'd have enough time to contact Earth and warn everybody.
So, what do you suggest?
If we're really considering going to war with them, I'd say there's a much safer way to handle it. Such as, we could blow up the base.
with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare.
Now, hold on a minute. No. There has to be another way than killing. I agree. Let's brainstorm. Any ideas, Brainiac?
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them.
Like a sleeping gas?
Like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it. Devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you.
Gas mask?
A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
It's too risky. What if you get caught?
We're not killers, for crying out loud. The sun is not going to wait for us. We need to be ready.
Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something. Just explain one thing to me. Why are we so scared for our lives all of a sudden? After everything we've been through, do we really want to end this as cowards?
Look, I'm not a killer. None of us is. But we need to make one thing clear. If the gas doesn't work properly, we'll be screwed.
If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission. No. Your safety is what matters most to me.
And you have our loyalty.
Okay. Whatever you decide, right now we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We'd need to take control of that ship somehow. Lucas could help with that. I already talked to him, and he said he'd think it over.
Well, let's hope you hear from him soon, and we'll have him on board. Because if we don't, we'll have to create our own autopilot device, connect it to the onboard computer, and override the coordinates of our destination.
That sounds like a lot of additional work.
Let's just fucking get on with it then.
We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board.
I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
I'd like to listen to your ideas first.
I'm thinking a disguise. I haven't figured out as what yet. Oh, an alternative rescue team that landed here by mistake and lost their ship.
We could pretend to be specimens from this planet. We just need to find some damn big boxes.
Fine, here's my take. It's not the actual smuggling that's the problem, it's surviving the voyage in cryosleep. And that's going to take a separate, properly designed module.
I was just gonna say that.
How about a Rapidium arc? The cargo they'll never leave behind.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
How do you want us to fit inside a Rapidium arc?
As long as it's not hazardous to our health. A Rapidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
You mean some kind of magic cabinet shit?
That's it. We need to create a fake Rapidium arc. Something like a Trojan horse?
A Trojan horse Rapidium arc.
Let's just not get carried away with the mythological references. It's the kind of bravado I'm allergic to. Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything?
Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? Have you really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety, buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Whatever happens, we got your back, man.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not gonna be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control.
That's scary, but I guess it's true.
That's basically what I've been saying the whole time. Well, well, well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work.
I second that. Enough talking.
Let's give it all we've got.
This is it. The last stretch.
Yes. No time to waste.
Got a minute? We need to talk. Should I take care of this now?
Lucas, it's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, the ship's gonna be here anytime now. Have you thought about helping me out?
I have. And it's a big favor to ask. But I thought it over after we talked. That thing you said about Maxwell's patience, I have to confess something. It's not easy, but truth is, I knew what was going on. I just kept lying to myself. Yes, Maxwell did order me to delete files, and I did it without questioning, feeling good about myself and the grand vision for humanity I was part of. But then one day, this woman calls. I think she got through to me by accident. She was asking about her son. She sounded distressed and wanted access to his medical information, but I just hung up before I could hear what really happened to him. Well, now I know. The day before she called, I saw a patient being carried out in a plastic bag, but I looked away. And again, no questions. It was easier not to know. But those rumors about why Project Ela was shut down, well, I think they're true. I know they're true. I always did, but I just said it out loud for the first time. Oh. I feel so bad about it now.
Man, that's a heavy thing to admit. And I know it took courage.
It's good to get it off my chest. And I know one thing. I don't want to do that anymore. Be part of something I don't approve of. And the least I can do is help you to get your alters somewhere far away, where they have a chance to escape to freedom. We'll let Ally Corp retrieve the Rapidium when they find the ship eventually. Your alters deserve to live. And you deserve to choose their fate.
Thanks, Lucas. Let's do it. I know how much you're risking.
Yeah. Yeah, I am risking a lot. Maybe more than you know. But you risked a lot too. Just because I asked you to. And I think I've learned something from you, Jan.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Sometimes you just have to shut your eyes and do the dangerous thing.
Doesn't sound like something Grandma would approve of.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask her yourself. I'm saving a spot for you in her calendar.
All right. We'd better get down to it then.
Yeah, right. In that case, I'll need you to prepare something for me. Because I'm not going to be able to use codes from Maxwell to hack the ship's autopilot system. You're gonna have to give me a way in.
What do you need?
A rat.
A what?
A remote access transmitter. All you'll need to do is activate it once you're on board and align it with the ship's frequency.
That sounds simple enough. But where will you put the ship down?
That depends on the weather and have some ideas.
Lucas?
Good luck.
there's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
experienced doctor like me would know better than to inhale sleeping gas.
Focus champ.
No way!
Must have slid.
Beautiful.
No. How? Must be losing the net.
What's on your mind? Well, I wanted to tell you something. Admit to something.
You burned the mush again?
Not this time, no.
Well, then it can't be that bad. Out with it.
I just wanted to say, hard as it is, that, I was wrong about you. You're not the selfish dickhead I took you for.
Well, thank you.
Actually, you impressed me. With that quantum computer mumbo-jumbo you did.
Oh, you heard?
Yeah. It was a hell of a brave thing to do. To expose your sanity like that. Instead of putting another altar on the line.
I don't want to be a buzzkill, but it wasn't bravery. I was simply desperate. And you weren't there to stop me.
Yeah. About that. Some of the stuff I did, I regret. And some words I said.
Yeah. I admit I was hurt by what you said. Maybe because your opinion matters to me. That's why I wanted to prove you wrong so much. So... we're good?
No. Not quite. Seriously?
Yeah,
There's something I owe you.
Oh? What is it?
Well, I thought, since you were so curious about Mom, what we talked about in her last days, after our conversation, I can't stop thinking about one thing. Her last words. Do you wanna know what she said?
Of course I do.
She said, just always be yourself, Yannick. And I know your life will be exceptional.
Wow.
See, there's something even I didn't know about her. Looks like she was a fortune teller. Whatever happened between us, you're taking Rapidium to Earth, and that's a big thing. I don't know what to say. Just take them. Take her words with you, and let's get back to our jobs, because we need to push hard now. But we're gonna make it. I believe in us, brother.
Thanks, brother. Knowing that makes me stronger.
You know what? If they ever make a movie about us, I'm not gonna watch it.
Why's that?
I hate sentimental flicks.
Yeah. Me too. Hey, what's on your mind?
I have to say, I keep thinking about what we achieved, materializing the intro and keeping it stable.
Yeah. What a stunt, huh?
It was much more than that. And it wouldn't be possible without what you did back there, with the quantum computer. You weren't afraid to change, and that let you become more confident with who you are. I'd like you to know that ever since we got out of the sandstorm, something's been preoccupying me. Maybe earlier I'd have ignored it, since it's not directly related to our mission, but I started wondering, what if a change of approach could reveal new paths of reasoning before me? Just like it happened for you. I think I might want to open up to that.
Well, well, well. Glad I could finally teach you something. What's so interesting?
This planet, its close relationship to the Integral. It's one thing that everything here is connected to the presence of Rapidium, but I have a nagging sensation that there could be more to it.
Like what?
Oh, it's too early to speculate, but I have some theories, and I believe I could prove them. I observed some curious telemetry readings from a nearby area. I must say, they're intriguing. Like I said, it's pure speculation at this point, but, well, you may laugh if you want, but I feel that I should explore that place. Call it intuition.
Wow, that sounds baffling. You sure got me hooked.
Yes, I must admit a hunch is not something I would usually consider a strong argument. And I don't understand it myself, but this time, well, maybe there is something rational there, but I'm just not seeing it yet. What I'm trying to say is something mysterious is urging me to explore that place, and I do not want to resist it. I already plotted a route I could take, but I'm going to need something from you.
What's that?
Remember those superconductive polymers? Well, I'm going to need some more of them.
Sounds intriguing. You've got my attention.
I'm not ready to discuss the details just yet, but I promise to share everything I found after I come back. The whole excursion shouldn't take me longer than a day.
Still, what if you got lost? The radiation will kill you if you don't come back on time.
I won't get lost. Don't worry. So, about those polymers?
Let me see what I can do.
Of course. Just please don't postpone it forever. I know this planet hasn't revealed all its secrets yet, and leaving without ever finding out what they are would haunt me forever. Or however long I get.
Functionality manual. Define ally core.
Okay, I've got those polymers you wanted for your little secret project.
You don't have to be so condescending. You either believe in it or not. Make up your mind.
Go and check it out then.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd understand.
Jan, we need to discuss something. You wanted to talk about something? Yeah. We've come a long way together, haven't we? So, it's that serious? No. I mean, well, maybe. I was just wondering, with the rescue ship arriving any day now, have you thought about what it's gonna look like after you come back? For you, I mean. What are you planning to do with your life, Jan? I don't know, man. Things are gonna change, that's for sure. I think I need time to settle in my new situation. See what the future has in store for me. That's what I thought. After everything, you still don't have a clear goal in sight, do you? Let me guess. You have some good advice for me about how I should live my life from now on. Not really. I was just curious if you intend to live it well. What's it to you anyway? Well, it matters to me. Because at the end of the day, I guess I'll have to consider your life somehow superior to mine. Superior? What do you mean? Only one of us will be able to continue his life as Jan Dolsky. The real Jan Dolsky. And it will be you. And as petty as it might sound, it just feels a little unfair, you know? And according to you, the fair outcome would be not being reduced to the role of somebody else's altar. But this is who you are. Well, it doesn't feel that way. It feels like I'm genuine. Genuine. Admit it. You were lost in your life. And you might have changed, but you still don't know where you're going. Whereas I do. What the hell are you suggesting? Think about it, Jan. Let go of your ego for a moment. Our life made more sense to me than it did to you. I had a sense of purpose. My wife, my family, children, maybe. What if I was the one to come back as Jan Dolsky? What? Swap places? That's the most ridiculous idea I've ever heard. I can be happy in my life too, you know, with Lena or someone else. This is what I've learned on this journey with all of you. That it's only up to me to find happiness right where I am. Well, my happiness lies only wherever she is. But since you're fine no matter where you are, well, that just proves my point. All I'm asking is that you look at the situation through my eyes. Fine. Show me your perspective then. Look, I'm not saying your life is worth less than mine. Maybe it's even worth more. You've achieved great things, found Rapidium, got through so many obstacles. And you can continue on that road, enjoying being the new Jan you've become, while I could go back to the only life I want. With Lena. Haven't you ever thought that maybe that was the actual purpose of your journey? To become my own altar? No, Jan. You'd still be yourself. But you'd take my place with the others. Nobody would have to know. No.
I'm not going to hand over my life to you just like that. Of course, I never wanted you to do it just like that. Look, I know it's not a decision to be made lightly, and I don't expect an immediate answer. Just think about it. We still have a few days until the ship lands.
All done here. Should I help with this now? Okay, I'm done. I can do this now. All done. Should I take care of this now? Seriously, what was he thinking, leaving the base like that? All done here. Should I help with this now? I'm done. Want me to take care of this now? Done here. Should I help with this now? right with your eyes? Dodge this. Preparing to fight with corporate hitmen is inappropriately fun.
Operation functionality manual. The quantum navigation.
Young, I'd like to talk to you.
36 hours of steady rainfall have left many homes in the metro area needing floodwaters. Power was up for 3 hours.
What's on your mind? There's bad news. The scientist hasn't come back for the night. You know what that means, don't you?
Damage to homes and property is pegged at $3 million.
No. No, it can't be true. He must have had an accident or something. Whatever happened, he doesn't stand a chance out there. But he could have just... He's the scientist. He always thinks of something. Look at me, man. He's gone. We have to find the strength to carry on without him.
I miss Lena so much. Don't be ridiculous.
To the safer evacuation method. If fuel shortages are detected, valuable resources.
I know it's a bit late, but
Come and find me when you have a moment.
it was real nice that he gave me my lava lamp.
Lane.
Now what? All that talk about neutralizing the rescue team, it's just words, right? We just sedate them, right?
We'll see. In the end, it's up to Jan.
Hey, you're back. I thought I'd lost you. Relax. I'm not that easy to get rid of. But how is that possible? You were outside for the whole night in lethal radiation. How the hell did you survive? I found the planet's secret. I found it, Jan. And my word, was it worth it. Every day, every hour of this journey, each problem we struggled with to get here, I found our reward. I've never seen you like this. So elated. I've never felt like this. It's as if my thoughts are clearer and my body is lighter. And there's this energy filling me, as if nothing was impossible. Well, what is it? What did you find? Words can't describe it. You should see it for yourself. I've marked the coordinates on your map. Just go and check it out. I'll call you once you get there.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
Should I resolve this?
All done. Should I take care of this now? Do you want me to take care of this yacht? A bridge. So that's what he needed those polymers for.
So, are you there?
Yeah. I am.
Not a bad sight, is it?
It's incredible. Is that water?
Yes. I analyzed it. I spent the whole night down in that valley. My radiation sensor didn't spike once. It's like a whole different ecosystem in that area. The atmosphere is different, and there's life in the water and around it. Not just plants, but microorganisms. And it's real. Not a proximity plane, not a potential landscape, but true material reality here and now.
But the sun, doesn't it burn everything on the surface?
That, my friend, is the most interesting part. Come back to the base and we'll talk.
All done here.
Should I help with this now?
That's some discovery. An oasis? In the middle of this place? How the hell does it even exist?
It's as much a mystery to me as it is to you. What if this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what Rapidium can do? I knew this planet held secrets, but I didn't expect it to host such marvels. It seems the vegetation in that valley gets annihilated every time the sun rises, but reappears shortly afterward to rapidly regrow again and breed life. Some people would say it's a miracle, but I've never believed in miracles.
Well, maybe you should start, because that place, it sure looks like a miracle.
Oh, I know I said I want to open up to changes, but let's not get overexcited. When something looks inexplicable, it probably means you haven't been looking hard enough for an explanation. I've gathered some clues. The modified composition of the atmosphere in that area, the lack of nighttime radiation, and I have a theory. I've called it the theory of continuity.
Wow. You already thought of a catchy name.
The main assumption is that with every alternation, the oasis is reborn in a more progressed state than it was in the previous cycle. And that by somehow remembering the state in which it died, it starts over from that point, only to move forward. Constant evolution. A relay of life defying the obliterating forces of this star system. It might be expanding, who knows? Maybe one day it will cover the whole surface of this planet.
And then what?
I don't know. Progress even further? Don't forget, its presence is clearly affecting the atmosphere. Maybe it's looking for a way to live forever? Or simply to bear some extraordinary fruit, fertilized by an underground vein of Rapidium. Imagine, Jan, what if its existence is somehow related to the veins we've seen in the interval? If only I could find out. See it with my very own eyes. Stay here to witness the upcoming cycle, and the next one, and then the next.
Would you seriously consider such an idea? Staying behind on this godforsaken planet?
I know it sounds crazy, irrational even. Still, something in me wants to say, yes, I would consider it. It's what I want. And I'm starting to think this planet is where I was truly born. Everything else was always only in my head. What if I'm not supposed to go back to Earth? What if this is my home, my destiny?
Destiny? I'm sorry, but you don't believe in such bullshit. What happened to sacrificing our own needs for the sake of the mission?
I've thought of that, and don't worry, the mission still comes first. I could get everything ready for you, then you could let me go. I just need a little time to prepare for the sunrise. I could hide in that shelter the rebels started working on.
So, say you really managed to survive and study this phenomenon. You lived through several cycles of the sun, analyze data, draw conclusions, maybe even come up with a groundbreaking discovery. How are you going to share it with the world? What about what you've always wanted so much? Recognition. What if I was wrong? Driven by the wrong motivation. My ego instead of the truth. Even if it meant staying alone with that truth. Who knows? Maybe that's the only truth there is. The one we have to face alone. Your passion for this discovery is, surprising. I can't believe I'm talking to the same guy who taught me to be pragmatic and never let my emotions get the better of me. You do know that staying here would mean certain death? The risk of going mad? Yes, when you look at it from a perspective, it would be madness. And, for the first time in my life, I'm not sure if I can trust my judgment. This is such a new feeling. That's why I'd like you to do something for me. I want you to decide. You created me this way, and the quantum computer chose you to be in charge of this mission. I will accept my fate humbly, whatever you choose it to be. Just remember, if you let me go, I promise to help you get ready first. Thank you. You've been priceless from the very start of this mission. But I don't have the right to stand between you and your dream. When we're all set for evacuation, you can go. Thank you. Well, let's not waste any more time then.
I'm done here. Want me to take care of this now? I'm done here. Want me to take care of this now?